Everyone,
Good evening.
welcome to this meeting of the Syracuse. For this evening, but before we do that, I do want to make note of two developments on the Planning Commission for everyone's information. First, Commissioner Livengood has retired from the commission, and though she is not present this evening, I do want to thank her publicly for her 13 years of dedicated service to the city through her work on the Syracuse Planning Commission. Secondly, and this is the good news, Mayor Walsh has acted promptly to appoint a successor to fill the unexpired term, and Barry Lentz joins us this evening to begin his work on the commission, and we wish him, extend to him a warm welcome as he begins his work on the Syracuse Planning Commission. So just, you see a little different configuration of people up here tonight, and that's the reason why. And with that, we'll begin our public hearings. Each application scheduled for a public hearing this evening will be announced by a member of the staff. And as each application is announced, we invite a member, the applicant or their representative, to come to the podium in the center of the room, provide name and address for the record, and then a brief overview of their application. Following questions from the commission members, we will then open up the floor to members of the public who wish to speak in favor of the application at hand, as well as those who want to speak in opposition to the application before us. When comments are offered in opposition, we will extend an opportunity to the applicant to return to the podium and address comments made in opposition.
2 minutes.
And we ask that those offering comments either for or against a given application to confine their comments to 2 minutes. And we have a timekeeper assist in that endeavor. So with that, those are the ground rules, and we are ready to begin with our public hearings for this evening.
Good evening, Commissioner Kulik. Thank you, and good evening, members of the Planning Commission. The first public hearing this evening is SP 2304, which is a special permit for a restaurant on property situated at 320 Lombard Avenue. TJW Asset Management LLC is the property owner, and Domingo Ronaldo is the applicant. And the property lies within a commercial Class A and residential Class A1 zoning districts. And this public hearing is continued from April 3rd, which was a continuation from the initial public hearing on March 13th. So this is the second continuation or third public hearing for this application.
Good evening. William Pitcher, 124 Fiegel Avenue, Pitcher Architect, representing the applicant. I believe the only continuing item we have to go over would be the city director's response and report. I believe that's the only outstanding item.
Just to clarify and go into a little more depth, one of the outstanding issues was the need and or requirement for sidewalks. The commission did ask or agree to defer acting on the application pending any further review comments or clarification from any other city departments or agencies, specifically the engineering department or city engineer. I received no further review comments other than those that have been received and provided to you previously and have been provided to the applicant. With respect to requiring any sidewalks, that requirement lies within the city right-of-way, over which the City Planning Commission does not have jurisdiction. If the Planning Commission is prone to approve the application, you may do so with any conditions you deem necessary or appropriate, such as meeting any requirements of other city departments or agencies within the city right-of-way. As long as meeting those requirements do not alter the site plan or proposal in other ways, significant ways, then it would not have to come back to the Planning Commission.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. Any questions for the applicant?
Nothing further, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Are there individuals who wish to speak in favor of this application? If so, please come to the podium, provide your name and address, and comments. Up to 2 minutes worth. Is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition to the application? Please forward. Doesn't seem as though we have any additional speakers or speakers of any kind this evening on this application. We've had our comments from the city departments. I think we're in a position to close the public hearing, so we will do so now and consider a motion on this application, SP 23-04.
Prior to making any motion, I would just like to add to my previous comments that any requirements within the city right-of-way will be resolved through the building permit application process.
And I would like to interject at this point. You will vote separately on your seeker from the actual item, so I'm going to walk you through our new seeker review procedure for your planning commission.
Please do.
Has everybody had a chance to review the short EAF Part 1 in your packet?
Yes.
Is everyone familiar with the 11 questions of the short EAF Part 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and do you believe that this project will have any moderate to large impacts?
No.
No.
No. No.
Because you don't believe there will be any moderate to large impacts, I recommend that you vote to issue a negative declaration under seeker and complete the EAF Part 3 accordingly.
Okay, that would be a motion preceding any. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Discussion. If there's no discussion, then
Before the commission takes a vote, would the motion have any conditions? Oh, I am sorry. These darn new processes. I apologize.
that's okay. So let me just check one more time. Any discussion on the motion before us, the seeker motion
No, thank
before us? And if not, all in favor of the seeker motion that's been presented, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed to the motion say nay. Any abstentions? So we have approved that motion. We are now at liberty to move to action on the main application.
I move approval of the application granting the requested waivers. Do you want me to enumerate them, or is that okay?
I
Okay.
think it's okay.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion on the motion. This is the special permit for the restaurant on Lombard Ave, SP-23-04. If there's no discussion, then all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? Special permit is approved. We move to a new application and appeal.
The The next public hearing is CA-23-01A, an appeal for a certificate of appropriateness to appeal a decision from the Syracuse Landmark Preservation Board to deny a certificate of appropriateness to replace 140 windows and an entrance door on property situated at 350 Montgomery Street. Shalimar Properties 407 LLC is the property owner. Michael Frasina is the applicant, and the property lies within a central business district, office, and service district. This public hearing is a continuation from a public hearing opened on April 3rd, 2023, during which the Planning Commission agreed to defer